Hello everyone, this is the end of the first week of July and this is my thrifting for the first week. I went to two shops on the same day this week, just briefly. It's school holidays at the moment, so the children are around, so I don't really go thrifting a great deal, but my daughter wanted to go and have a look too, so we did that. In the first shop I found this lovely urn, and that's a milk glass urn. It needs a bit of a clean, and that was $1. And what does that say? Yeah, that says $1 as well. I haven't actually seen one like this, and I thought it was pottery when I first saw it, but in fact it's milk glass. So that was a nice find. That'd be nice to put pegs and things like that in it. So I found that one, and then just as I was walking out, and I can't believe I missed it when I saw the urn, I saw this, which is, it's not the bright white, it's more of a frost, you know, the almost translucent type of milk glass. But it's lovely because it still has the flower frog intact with it. And I don't have a piece like this anyway. I have a similar kind of thing. I have managed to find a few pieces over the last year. Not very many, because they're not that easy to come across in Australia. But it's this one. And I almost missed it, and I can't believe it. And that was $3 because it's got the insert. So I'm really pleased to have found that one as well. Just put that out of the way safely. And another thing I found at that shop was a blue jacket, and I love the colour of this, and it's a long sleeve lace jacket, but isn't that a pretty colour blue? It's a bit hard to see there. Really lovely. I actually saw this jacket a few weeks ago in there, and there was another lady serving, and when I asked her how much, she said she wanted $7 for it. And I thought, well, because I had a couple of other things, and I thought, no, I don't want to really pay $7 because it's got a few little marks on it. So I put it back, and then when I got home I thought, oh, I really should have bought it because it is a pretty lace and it is a very pretty colour, and you know, you couldn't really go out and buy the lace for that. So I went back a couple of days later, but it wasn't there. So I was a bit disappointed, but I thought, oh, well, you know, whatever. It is what it is. And I thought it had gone. That's what it is. It's like a button up the front jacket. And then I went back the other day and it was there again, and she charged me $5, so I got it. And then I went to another shop and I found another one of these. Now, if any of you saw my last one for June, I found one of these as well, and they must have put another one out, and so I picked up the other little bathtub. I found a book. It's Simple Garment Making from 1969, and that's a nice little book. So I got that, and then they had, what is it? A filler bag of fabric scraps for $3. So there wasn't actually enough there to fill the whole bag. Well, there was, but not enough that I liked. So I just grabbed a few pieces, and she ended up charging me $2 for it because it wasn't full. So I got this sparkly, it's almost a mesh, just this sparkly nylon type of fabric, which is, actually it might be easy to see if there's something behind it there. That's really pretty. So I got some of that, and there's two pieces of that there. And then I got a piece of tapestry fabric, which is quite large, and it's got that big motif there. So I got that. And then lastly I got two pieces. I'll show you the smaller piece because the bigger piece is a bit hard to handle. I got two pieces of this and I really love it. that's, look at that, isn't that just gorgeous? And that's really quite thick. I'm trying to work out. It's a really beautiful colour. Isn't that beautiful? So I thought, oh, you know, that would make some nice cushion covers. Either way, I guess. I do like it that way though. So yeah, I got 2, and that's quite a big, it's like half a metre, but it's quite wide. Half a metre, well, it's quite wide. It's like, yeah. And I got 2 pieces of that, and the other one's even bigger. So I thought, well, that was worth the $2 that they charged me for that. And I think that's it. Pretty sure, yep, that's it. That's all for the first week of July. I will add to this video, and if I go next week, I don't know whether I will be or not, because a few things going on at the moment. So yeah, if I add to it, there'll be more. Okay, thank you for joining me. Bye bye. Hello everyone, so this is my the end of the second week of July, and these are my thrift shop finds for this week. I only went to 2 shops this week. I've kind of it's been a hectic week. Anyway, from the first shop I found these old door handles. They're really heavy, as you can see, but they have a nice flat bottom, so they will stand up really nicely like that. And I've seen on blogs how they use them for card holders. So I got 3 of those, and I think they charged me 40 cents each for those. And from that same shop, I was looking at the sheets, and I actually thought it was like a bed throw. But then when I pulled it down, it wasn't a bed throw. It was a swag. If you recall, I made something similar to this for Rochelle for her challenge, and I've never actually seen one in the store before. But look at this. It's a very pale pink swag, and it's 4 meters long. It's very pretty, as you can see. It's just a bit tangled at the moment. It is 4 meters long. In the center there's this huge flower, and I mean, that is a huge flower. And then it's another 2 meters on that side, so it's 2 meters, then this flower with a ribbon, and then another 2 meters, and that was $7.50. But because it was with all the sheets and the tablecloths, it was with the Manchester and that, they were half price, so it was $3.75 for that one, which I'm not sure if I'll be leaving the flower on or not. And this will be going into my daughter's room probably next year. She's having her room done shabby chic style, so that's for her, and I'm really happy with that. I've never seen that in the stores before. And then today I visited another little shop and got a couple of things. First of all, I got this shell. I think it's a soap dish. It's milk glass. It's an Avon milk glass, and there's no chips or anything like that out of it, so that was nice. And that was $1. And I think I have 2 different types of milk glass. I have the really bright white kind, and then I have this, which is a little bit more translucent, and I think the translucent ones will be going in my daughter's room for her to put her, you know, trinkets, rings, and you know, bobby pins and things like that in next year. So I got that. I also got this tiny little goblet. Isn't that cute? Look at that. I do like that. And that was 50 cents. And I got two glass bowls, and mainly just because they were pretty. They're not for my craft room, I don't think. They'll probably just go in the kitchen cupboards, you know, just for like dipping sauces and things like that. That's always nice to use. So they were 50 cents each also. And then I got 2 bags of tassel trim, and each bag was $2, and in each bag is 2.2 meters, and that's what that looks like. That's really pretty, isn't it? Not often I come across something like that, so very, very pleased of finding those. And that was from the same shop where I found all those little bags of laces. So I do try and get to this particular shop at least once a week if I can. And I'm presuming this may have come off some cushions because they're both exactly the same length, and 2 meters 20, you know, that sounds like a good size for going around to a cushion, doesn't it? But it's really pretty, and I love the movement it has too. Okay, so that's my thrifting for this week, and very pleased with what I find. And I'm sure because I go more and more, I'm getting better at spotting things, you know. And I think that's what happens when you first go and try and find things. You think, oh, there's never anything there. But the more you go, the more you tend to know what you're looking for, and the more you can spot. Even my daughter's getting quite good at spotting things. She found this little one for me today, and she's only 14, so, you know, quite pleased with that. Okay, so I shall see you at the end of next week if I go to any thrift stores next week. Thank you. Hello everyone, this is my 3rd week of thrifting for July. I only went to one place this week and I got 3 little things, so this part will be very quick. The first thing I got was a bag of tools, but in the bag of these little tool things, they were like plastic handles and nuts and bolts and screws and things that I gave to my husband, but they had this lovely little this brass piece in there, and I'm not quite sure what it's come off, but it's really interesting and nice to look at and could come in useful for something. So I took that out of the bag, which was $2, and gave my husband all the other bits that I didn't want. The second thing I found was a purse, and it's not a real vintage purse, it's a replica purse, but I thought, wow, isn't that pretty? And I'm not a collector of bags or anything like that, but I thought it might be nice to include in a package to someone one day, someone who, you know, likes things like this. It's really pretty. It's full of beading on both sides. It's got this very elaborate clasp along the top there, a couple of sparkles on the thing, and it looks like it's brand new inside, never been used by the look of it, so that was a nice find. And that was $3 for that, so that's really pretty. And the last thing I got was, well, actually my daughter found it. It was a light fitting, a glass light fitting. And although it's not my style of light fitting, I thought I could perhaps turn it into a bowl, you know, by putting a goblet or something, not this, but, you know, a goblet, larger goblet or something as a stand, but that kind of looks pretty, doesn't it? Yeah, so that's a glass light fitting that will be turned into some kind of bowl, and that was $1.50. So that's my thrifting for the 3rd week of July, and I'll do another video at the end of next week and then I'll put it up. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed this. Bye bye. Hello everyone, I just have another little trip to the thrift store this morning. I did go earlier in the week and found absolutely nothing, but today I thought I'd just pop in and see what they had. In the first one I found a couple of tattered doilies, and they were $1.50 each. And actually, you know, for tatting I'm alright with that because it's something I really like, so they're both quite pretty. So there's that one and this one, they're both the same. They're $1.50 each for each of them, yes, definitely. I also found some more of this trim, and this was 30 cents. And I I found a couple of bags of this before. It's just a scalloped trim. The ones I found before were in an ivory colour, and this one's white. And it's quite pretty. It's got a nice sheen to it. So there's quite a lot of that in there as well. Okay, and I also found some little handkerchiefs, and they've got really pretty lace on them. It's got a nice little lace on it. It's got this simple lace all the way around, like that, and they're really pretty, and they don't look like they're stained or anything either, which is lovely, isn't it? And this gorgeous little corner piece as well. So that's the first one I found, and that was 30 cents. And there's another one, and this one looks a little bit older. It's got a pretty little lace on it as well. I don't think, not quite the same, but a gorgeous corner piece on that one as well. And that one's really pretty. And then I also found this one, and I love the corner piece on this one. Once again, the similar edging all the way around, and that's the corner piece on that one, so that's really nice. And I've been in this store before, and they've got a basket there that I've never seen there before, so it was nice to sort of stumble across it. That's really pretty. That is actually very pretty. It was nice to stumble across it and find these little hankies in there. So I got those, and I also got these. This little box. My daughter spotted these because she likes baking and things like that. And they're just old cake decorating things. I don't even know what they're called. You know, you ladies that bake will know exactly what they are. They're for the piping bags, and you know, there's some really old ones in here, but I thought they could actually come in handy for, you know, I use thimbles and I use salt shaker lids on things, but you know, you could make a tassel trim out of the bottom of that. It would be a nice quirky, that one could be like a little hat on a you know, a little figurine or doll or something like that. Just different little things like that, or you know, put a top on it for a necklace or something like that, or a chunky charm or art I make or anything. So there's a box full of those, and that was $2 for those. I think that was it from that shop. And then I went to another shop and I found, first of all, I found this. It's a bit dirty, it needs cleaning. And that is, I'm quite sure it might be a doll holder. The top of it comes out to alter the size, and it opens up, and I think, you know, that could go around the waist or neck or something of a doll. But I thought it could come in handy, and she only charged me 50 cents for that. It's just got this twist tie on the top there, and I don't think that's actually necessary on there. It's not doing anything, it's just sort of on there. Let's just take that off while I'm here. So I have something in mind for that. Yeah, that's it there. It's just holding it together. Perhaps they needed it a bit tighter for something. Yeah, so I found that was cheap. And then at the next store I went to, I got they had half price clothing. So there was this little lace top there, and it's got a pretty kind of lace on it, but it's also got this piece here around the neckline that I can cut off and use on something. It's just all pearl beading and some crystal beads as well. So I'll cut that off and use the lace on something. What was that? That was $2.50, so that was $1.25 for that. And I got three tie backs, curtain tie backs. And they were $2 each, and I was with my mum a year or two ago, and she had to replace all of her tie backs because they were getting quite old, and I'm quite sure she spent a fortune. They were about $20 each or something, and there's a smaller one on these tie backs. And I don't actually use tie backs at the moment, but you never know. You see, my daughter wants her room redoing next year, so I'm thinking they could come in handy for that. And the last thing I got today were these whoopsie daisy, 2 milk glass pear dishes. It was $2 for the pair of them. Pear. I don't know what make they are or anything like that, but that's the back. Then they've got a scalloped edge around the edge there, and actually I'll show you that inside because the sticker's on it. That's the inside. They've got the cherries, grapes and apples and pears on them, but I thought $1 each, that was fine, wasn't it, you know? So I got 2 of those. I've had a bit of a milk glass month this month. I barely ever see any, and they just must come in, you know, in waves or something. And I think that's it. There's a few more days of July. I don't know if I will get anywhere to any more shops or not. I don't sort of plan on going out much over the next week. It's been, the last 3 weeks have been very, very hectic in some way or another, and I kind of, you know, my daughter's gone back to work, so I kind of just want to be by myself for a while. So yeah, we'll see. If there's more, then there'll be more. If not, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the thrifting in July. Okay, take care. Bye bye.